My name is Maxwell. I'm a first-generation American. Here I am moving back home, 30 years old. It's me and my mom. My mom's Jamaican. I don't know if I told you that. So now when I move back home, I am 17 again. No matter what you've been through. I don't care how many wars you've been through, what you've been through in life. You're 17, these are my house, my rules. And I was broke on top of it. So you can't even want to fix your mouth to want to talk back, because I paid a light bill. Nope, I didn't pay nothing. I'm having to ask for money. I'm at the point where my back is against the wall. What do I do? 30 years old, back home. I left a long time ago. 14 years ago, I left home. Now I'm back home as a kid, depressed. I didn't leave the room for days. And most of us don't talk about the depression that you get from, the failures in life, and that's part of the journey. So one day I took a shower, left the house, and just was out and about, and a gentleman that I've known since I was a kid mentioned the word that, we knew he was rich, but I didn't know why. Mentioned the word that he was in real estate and he did wholesaling. I said, I gotta lose now. Here goes number 13. Let's go. So I jumped in my 2004 Volkswagen Jetta. I had about $3 on my Bank of America debit card left. And I go to the gas station. If y'all ever been where I've been, you know that most gas stations only authorize how much money? Oh, it's $5 now? Damn. Back then it was $1. I went inside, I bought a Snickers. Oh, that's my favorite candy bar. Then I went to the gas pump and I filled that joint up. So whatever that tank costs, go ahead and add $35 to it. But the thing is, I didn't have another check coming, so I don't know how they was gonna get that. So I got in the car and I started driving, and I drove in a city called Winston-Salem, where I'm from. Driving in and out, jump into an old neighborhood where I grew up in. Oh my goodness. You see like the light up there? That's what was like over the top of this house. I got it. Within a few days, I had it locked up. Not knowing what I'm doing, I'm just moving forward. A few more days, I had it under contract with a buyer. I met the lady in a Waffle House parking lot. How many of y'all know what Waffle House is? All right. None of us will ever admit that we eat there, but that joint pretty bad. It's pretty good. So I went to the Waffle House parking lot. Amy Honeycutt Mitchell, never forget the name, signed the contract. It was September 28, 2016. A few days later, had it sold, $14,000 check. Could have been $1 million if you ask me. Here's the problem. The LLC I told the lawyer I had, I didn't actually have it yet. I knew the name was available, so I had to borrow some money from my mom, paid $125 to get the LLC, opened up the bank account, deposited the check, and guess how long they wanted to hold that bad boy? About 10 days or something. It felt like forever. Might as well have been 17 years. And then from that day forward, I never looked back. 2 weeks later, I got my other deal. I never looked back. I've been able to build an empire starting out with wholesaling. A lot of you guys think of wholesaling is crazy, whatever. Wholesaling is simply the art of finding a deal. And I got so good at being able to identify a deal, I know that as long as I'm on God's green earth, I will never go broke again. Because a good deal never looks for money. Money always looks for a good deal. And when I found that out, I knew the opportunities were endless for me. And now I think I got 6 more companies. I own an airplane manufacturing company. We just opened up a brand new flight school. I own 2 data companies. Since 2016, I've been able to generate over $40 million in revenue. And just to think, how in the why me? And so that's my story. And I tell people that story all the time, because I only say that if I can do it, first generation America, dyslexic, barely passed high school, went to the Air Force at 17. If I can do it, anybody in this room can do it. You just gotta believe you can. And sometimes it takes us to get to the bottom part of our life to be able to have our back against the wall to something to switch. But here's the thing, when you're buried, when they bury you, they didn't know you were a seed. From that dark time, that dark place, you can grow to be whatever you wanna be, whatever that is. And so I tell people that story. And now fast forward to today, recent times. I had an epiphany not too long ago, like a month ago. Kept telling my wife, I said, I gotta come back. I gotta hit the road again. I gotta talk about this, because we're at a pivotal moment where now everybody's talking about success and talk real estate, this and that. Because I'm a firm believer, if you can't see it, you can't be it. And I'm an example that God gave me this opportunity to be here. I got to tell my story. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm having an epiphany and I'm like, you know, you get to this point in life where I'm thinking big. That was me, I'll admit it. I was content. And I'm like, why did I get to that point in life where I'm not thinking big? How many of you guys remember when you were like 5, 6, 7 years old? You believe you can do anything. You can do anything, right? If you had a bike, you believe you could jump over the house. Remember you used to line your friends up, right? The dumb ones, and you get on the bike and you jump over the dumb friends that want to lay down. I never laid down for anybody, right? I wasn't that guy. You believe you could do anything. What happened to that version of ourselves? Did life start to limit our imagination? And so I had a real reality check. I had to get back into myself and I said, you know what? I need to go hit up some of my mentors and tell them how I'm feeling. I had to sit down, I had to think about, I need to rejuvenate. I got to start over again. I got to think big. I got to get that point where my back was against the wall, but I don't want to go back to where my back was actually against the wall. I just need to mentally be there. Some of the things that I came up with was, you just got to think bigger. You got to use your imagination. Use your imagination again. Some of you guys just starting. Some people are up here. Well, it's a whole mix of an audience in here, right? What's the difference between $30,000 in passive income a month and about $1 million? What's the effort? Some of you guys have been in here for a while. What's the effort? What's the difference in the effort? It's the same. So right now, your goals, what you're doing is you only got one of your friends laying down to jump over them. And I'm telling you this now, and I'm glad you're here because you need to think bigger. Because why not? What happens if you only get 20? You got to think bigger. That's just one of the things you got to do. You just got to think bigger. The last 5 companies I've created since number 13, you know, most of them are $5-6 million revenue generated companies. I'm thinking, why am I still doing those companies? Why am I still worried about a $5 million company? I got friends selling their company for $120 million, $175 million. Why am I still thinking of building a $10 million company? I forgot my imagination. I needed to start thinking big. Another thing that I started to write down was those negative thoughts. We all have negative thoughts, right? It's just in us, our subconscious mind, right? Some of the words you said, you know, I might want to, or maybe, or I'm thinking about. Those are things that are just in us. So imagine your subconscious as an Ethernet cord as to where you got to where you are now. Your brain subconsciously does things whether you believe it or not. It just does it, right? How many of you guys have ever left work, turn on the music, next thing you know, you're in the driveway? You didn't think about the left turn, the right turn. It's a subconscious. Subconscious mind got you there. We can't process negative things, right? And so if I told everybody to close their eyes right now, right? Everybody close their eyes with me and say, you wake up in the morning and say, I will not smoke a cigarette today. What picture did you have in your mind? Cigarette. Damn. And so you got to enforce yourself to think positive thoughts all the time. You just got to stop thinking the negative thoughts. Another thing is I got comfortable with who I was around. A lot of my friends, they run $5-6 million businesses. So what do you think I'm gonna run? $5-6 million business? So I had to call my friends. Friends for a while too. Friends 5, 6, 10 years. I said, listen, bro, if y'all still trying to think small, I might have to cut y'all loose a little bit. I gotta level up. So either we're gonna move on together or and that's a real conversation you gotta have with the people you love. Because if I'm around them, I'm gonna think the same way they think. But you know, everyone said, nah, we all need to level up. We've been comfortable for a while. Right? I'm the first one in my group to get married. You know, a circle of friends, they all single entrepreneurs. I'm like, yo, we gotta think bigger. Those are the things you gotta do to get to this point, right, in life. And we all need to get there. We all wanna get there. If you don't wanna be successful, raise your hand. Exactly what I thought. But here's the thing, the definition of success changes for all of us. It's different for every single one of us. Some of us wanna be billionaires, millionaires. Some of us just want to take our family on vacations whenever we want. That's your definition of success. And another thing that I had to write down was proximity. I had to remember that I needed to keep paying for proximity. Yep, even me, yep, I got to pay for proximity. Sometimes it's not cash, money. Sometimes it's in value that I give somebody that's way up here than where I want to be at. You guys need to do the same.
I have a lot of leads that I've been getting, and I just really need to kind of figure out a good solution for acquisition, maybe an acquisition.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to.
The cool thing in your position is that you may be able to go out and find like a hungry younger person that will do some of this with you for a percentage of whatever, right? Because they don't have the leads, the money to even get anything simple, right? And you might find a hungry gorilla that will just destroy the leads that you go through. You may mess up a few, may do some things, but it will at least allow you to be like, yo, me and this guy are partners. He goes out, he takes the calls, he does the thing, he consoles me if he needs to. But then I have the opportunity to cherry pick when I want to. And when we don't, we sell them off. And I think that's the best thing for you, is to give somebody an opportunity to probably prove themselves.
Yeah.
Because you're successful in other things, you're doing other things. It's just like, I don't want to throw these away.
Right.
I need to make something of those. You're thinking in a different path.
Yes.
Right now, your friends are playing Fortnite and doing all types of stuff. Trust me. You can play a little Fortnite. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
But, thinking with the other side of your brain, not waiting until you get to 25, 30 years old to have those thoughts, your life is going to be so much better and easier as you get to this age. I would love to help you guys be the best you can be at a very young age. I think it'd be awesome to empower somebody as young as you guys so that you can go out and be a shining example at 21, 22, 23. Can you imagine that?
Yes.
And this is crazy, right?
I'm 37, so that's what
You see it, right?
I'm visioning
You see it, right? Like at 23, you're like, I'm set. Like, I'm good.
Good.
Right? And so let's connect. Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna go talk to TJ right now. We're gonna get to.
Can I have your number?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You got an
My phone
iPhone?
died.
Okay.
Bro, you have no idea. You changed my life. Like, TJ is my brother. I appreciate you for bringing him here. I'm very close to TJ. I started following you. I'm gonna take a little bit of time. Because you're gonna have to wait. My wife knows.
She's like, oh my God, he's gonna do it. He said he was gonna do it, but I didn't believe him. He's actually doing it.
So I started following you in 2019.
Thank you, man.
In 2019. Started real estate and literally got addicted to your videos. Watch your old drop 2020, scale with business from nothing to 6 figures every month. And literally followed every single step. I never paid anything to you, never bought any of your mentorships, was able to scale it to 6 figures for free, never. This is actually the second event I ever attended. I got into 6 figures a month before I even went to an event.
Nice.
I'm telling you, everything is through your videos. And I just can't believe I'm meeting you today. Because imagine meeting somebody, I don't think you realize how special you are in a lot of this. Like, you changed my life. I didn't even know 6 figures a month was even possible.
I didn't either.
Whenever I saw your video of how you explained, this is how to run a 6-figure wholesaling company. You started breaking down the DAs, what you paid, I copied everything. Like, I literally copied everything you did. How you started talking about RPMs and now with them going, like, every single video you've done, followed it to a T. And it's crazy, man, to see you out there. I'm so happy you came on to Houston. I think I'm not the only one that feels this way. I think a lot of us.
Thank you, man.
And for those videos, I followed many, your wives. And then it was crazy when you guys got married because, my family lived in Egypt. I'm actually Libyan from North Africa. So when you guys got married, it was crazy. I was like, dang, I know her, and I know what else happened. It was crazy. I was so happy. And I'm just gonna say, when you converted this time, it was crazy. I was so happy. It was like, man, this guy changed my life. Right now, like, it's hard when coming to the U.S. as a Muslim. You don't even find any Muslim influencers when they talk about this. There's not really many out there. I've even thought about like making a video. I'm like, I need to reach out to Max. We need to make a video. I know you haven't made one yet, and I'll give you that date. How you can invest in real estate?
The hollow way, yeah.
Because a lot of people in the Islam community don't want to invest in real estate because they're trying to get away from insurance and all that stuff. It's pushing them back. Thinking, if they get in, they have to pay for interest. But anyways, my question to you is, me as, I'm trying to get better with my team. I have employees, I have an office. I fix and flip, I wholesale, getting multifamily, I'm negotiating multifamily deal, I put under contract with some investors. Anyways, how can I be a better leader? How can I attract good talent? I'm having trouble keeping good people and bringing good people in. I have some good people, but I need more of them.
Yeah.
I've tried posting on Indeed.
Yeah.
I've tried doing that route. I tried to attract realtors. It's been difficult trying to attract good talent, and that's something I'm very struggling with.
Have a candid conversations with the employees that you have now and ask them what they love and hate about the work environment that you have created and things that you can do better. And read books, because other people have done it already. We don't have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to being good leaders. There's so many great leaders out there. And that's what I have to do. I have to, whenever I have a problem, I go find a book that tries to solve that problem. And so become a better person and leader in yourself, which is tough. It's very hard. A lot of people don't think about it. One day you're working a job, next day you got employees. You never thought about this, right? So get the books and read and listen to things that make you a better person, but then rely on your current good coworkers and employees and ask them and tell them what you need. I need another person like you, right? And if they love your work environment and they love what they do, they will not bring toxicity into the work environment. They will find other people who are like-minded like them that will help propel and grow your organization. And if you do that and you reward them well, they'll forever hold you high and do the best they can for you, man. I just want to say I thank all of you guys for being here. TJ, Tazan, that's my guy. Man, come up here actually, man. I know they probably got an intro, but bump all that, bro. Right?
I'd rather be up here on my...
It takes a lot to put on an event. It really does. And I know this event probably cost you money. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But the point is, what's more important is you pour into the people here that's here. This is your family. This is your new family. The people here will grow with you. You will see these people 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and you'll be rubbing shoulders. You might be passing each other in hallways when it comes to closing deals, one walking in, one walking out. This is a new community, and we have to keep this going. The responsibility to grow this is to each single one of you sitting here. May not be where you want to be right now in life, but keep pushing. Because it's leaders like this in our community and leaders like yourself sitting out there that's gonna propel everybody to get where they wanna get. There's enough out here for all of us. Remember that. I appreciate every single one of you guys here. I appreciate my guy, TJ. I'm out, y'all. All right, guys, you can see that we're in the hallway behind stage. Just got off the stage. Amazing event. TJ, I'm proud of you for putting this event on. The people that were here, it's amazing to see all these faces of people that just want to change their life and know it's possible through real estate. It takes a lot to put on an event, like I said, on stage, but this was amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that I had to say, and it really comes from the heart, and that's why I really don't prepare any of this before I get on stage. But this is an amazing event. I hope you guys are going to be able to see the replay to this, but listen, if you're still watching, you know what you got to do. Subscribe, hit the like button. I'll see you guys later. Peace.